And welcome back to Nerdy Just Plans. Today we're going to be doing a plan with me for the week of November 4th to November 10th in my A6 Traveler's Notebook. I will be using a kit from Happy Scrappy. As you can see, I've used some of the stickers already from this kit in various other places for decor and also to set up my November monthly in my A6. So why don't we go ahead and get started? All right, so I am going to warn you that you will have to witness my attempts at whiting out things. I apologize in advance. I know that for some of you it's hard to watch, so I did edit out quite a large chunk of it, in part because it might have taken me a long time. So at this point, I'm just looking between the washies that I had pulled out. I have a sandalwood stardust, I think it is, from Simply Gilded, and I'm comparing it to the colors in the Happy Scrappy kit. And I also was comparing it to the that washi. That's what it's called. The washi that came with the Happy Daya subscription kit called a Happy Kit. And honestly, the Happy Daya one matched better in color, but I really wanted to keep as much rose gold in the spread as possible. And the Stardust, while it is a mixed metal washi tape, it does have quite a bit of rose gold to it. So, because the Happy Scrappy kit itself is rose gold. And now you get to watch me attempt to get the washi on straight. So yeah, none of this worked out very well. Actually, it got to a point where I ran out of whiteout. Is that some kind of like cardinal rule that I broke in Planner Society? Like, am I gonna get kicked out of the community, guys? I straight up ran out of whiteout. Now, I will tell you that I do have a box of like 10 of them from Tombow sitting in my Amazon cart right now, which is waiting for me to hit that button, which I will be doing shortly. In any case, so I use the smaller version of the washi to go under the this week label because I did not intend to cover that up. And now I'm going through and trying to figure out how I'm going to place the date covers. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. How I'm going to place the date covers. And in hindsight, looking back at the spread after everything's said and done, I really do wish that I had dropped the date cover below the washi line. I think that it would have looked better. But part of my thinking of the whole, what little thinking I did during all of this, I was pretty frustrated, honestly, by this point because of my horrible whiteout skills and then just trying to get everything straight. But no, the date covers, what I was thinking is that by putting them there, it did cover up some of the things that I was not able to successfully white out that you could see through the washi tape. It may not be as apparent on camera as it is in person. Now I'm just looking at it, trying to figure out whether or not I want to use a header between the date cover and my first full box. So I started out in an Erin Condren, and I actually started out in a horizontal years ago, and then very quickly realized that that's not my thing. So I went over to a vertical, and I really liked my vertical. But at that time, my budget didn't allow for me to purchase a lot of kits, so I did a lot of my own searching on Google, printing things out, like gluing them to the page kind of thing, like cutting stuff out by hand. Even free sticker kits I would cut out by hand because I do not have a Cricut or a Silhouette or whatever. So I was never spoiled per se, like by putting the headers down because of the way that the old Erin Condren vertical was set up. However, I've been watching a lot of other planners on YouTube, go figure, and one of my favorite A6 daily planners is Exo Mama. I think it's Exo Mama Plans. She's based out of Hawaii, and I love the way that her daily spreads look in her A6. So I was trying to not copy, but, take inspiration from the way that she did things. So I went ahead and decided to use headers with this kit. And overall, the headers don't bother me. They don't look bad at all. I do struggle to get things straight. Before I filmed this plan with me, I completed my Hobonichi Weeks plan with me. So I'm honestly probably not going to do back-to-back like that again. I'll probably at least wait a day, do one day and one the next, just because I was pretty tired by this point. Please don't mistake me. I love stickers, but man, I was pretty tired. I had also started all of this fairly late too, kind of like this voiceover. But at our household, we have a total of 6 people that live in our house, 3 of which are children. So I usually do things kind of late at night so that it's quiet. So the box, I don't know if you can read it clearly, but it says, "But first, champagne. I mean coffee. It's Monday." So I don't actually drink either of those things, but I thought it was super cute. I'm going to lay down, I guess it's a half box and an emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark that one of my lab mates is defending her PhD on Monday the 4th. Super excited for her. And now I'm adding a sticker. I realized that I needed to move it over because it was a bit longer on the right side than I had originally noticed. This sticker is from one of my new favorite shops. It's called Tipsy Dog Designs. It's got some hilarious stickers. This one says, "My thighs touch because they love each other." I thought it was more than appropriate to put that right next to my munchkin from Once More with Love for tracking my weight on Mondays. And a lot of her stickers, by the way, there might be some profanity in this. I don't remember. I don't think I did actually this time. I don't think I used any of the profanity stickers. But Tipsy Dog Designs does have mature language if that's something that bothers you. So I went ahead and laid down the little checklist. It's got a little hedgehog on the top. Every time I see hedgehogs, I think of planner friends because I have a planner friend who loves it. Who loves them, rather. And now I'm going through and trying to figure out how I want to separate this. And again, I decide not to do that because of the gold, but I definitely am going to figure out a way to incorporate that into my fall-themed November setups because I really like the washi tape that came with the Happy Kit. So what I ended up doing was just pulling in some washi tape that did come with the Happy Kit, but while it is a light gold, it is not as much foil, if you will. And it's smaller. Oh my goodness, I can't stop yawning. So, planner friends, right before I went to record this voiceover, there was someone on Facebook who, I think it was in the Happy Scrappy the Happy Scrappy group, who asked all of us to link our Instagrams in the comment section with the picture of one of our Happy Scrappy spreads. Because she wanted to follow other people. And I didn't think anything of it. I've done that kind of thing too, just trying to reach out and connect and network with people. So I did. I showed a picture and did that. And I got onto Instagram before, like I said, before I started to record this. It's been, I don't know, a few hours. And this beautiful lady had not only started to follow me on Instagram, but posted in her stories to ask her followers to follow me. And it was really, really sweet because I sit at like just under 200 followers and she's got 5,400 followers. And, it was just, I don't know, it was really, really sweet of her to do that. It was like, I guess it's the way that it's supposed to work. Anyway, I guess I do have something that's a little bit profane. I went ahead and added another sticker from Tipsy Dog Designs. It says, "Don't mind me, I'm just over here trying to get my shit together." And then that little pumpkin, I thought his expression was a perfect complement to that sentiment. I did add scripts. Oh my goodness, my mouth is not working. Script stickers. That's actually not easy for me to say. In my habit tracker area, the first one is clean and the second is laundry. Those are both from Kenzie's Creations. I do not have script stickers for the rest of the items that I will be tracking at the time that I film this. However, I placed an order just a few hours ago tonight to remedy that from Kenzie's Creation. She actually just opened up her website, her actual standalone website versus using Etsy, and is now offering foiled versions of her script and her block lettering. And this is not good for my pocketbook. I am really excited because I already adore her black scripts. So, oh man, it's gonna hurt. Here I realized that I wanted to go through and kind of alternate the patterning because this particular kit has more of a traditional plaid with more detail and then more blocky plaid. I don't know how else to explain that. Like the traditional plaid has almost like stitching type patterning to some of the lines versus the smoother lines of the other plaid. So what I decided I wanted to do on the full boxes was switch them between more complicated to more simplistic backgrounds back and forth, and then alternate the date headers as well, or the date covers as well. So I go through and I did add a to-do sticker from Kenzie's Creations just above where the little hedgehog is. I talked about this a little bit in my Hobonichi Weeks plan with me, for whatever reason to denote what that area is going to be utilized for, despite the fact that I know what I'm going to use it for. I'm not sure for whose benefit I do that, but definitely something to kind of look into. And this is where I realized that I wanted to alternate the pattern of the date covers as well. So I go back and pull that off and successfully, although it takes me a moment, do remove the little date dot that I wanted to reuse because I didn't have another one. It came with the kit. It's like a little cappuccino or something with the numbers on it in rose gold. But yeah, so the planner community, I have been really surprised. I think a lot of us are introverts and in some ways extroverted. I call myself an extroverted introvert. And what that basically means is that in a social situation, I will step up to the plate. I will talk, I will be jovial, I will have a good time with you or listen, whatever the situation calls for, I am capable of doing. However, I would much rather stay in my hole and hide in my house and not put myself into situations in which I have to interact in that way. I mean, professionally, yes, of course, I understand that's part of the job, but socially, I have more and more as I've gotten older, I've become more of a homebody, which unfortunately my poor kiddos suffer from that because mom doesn't want to go out and do a whole lot. And it's not even necessarily laziness, it's just that it's a very loud and crowded world outside. I like my inside, although it gets pretty loud in here too. But yeah, I don't know. I went to a planner meetup with one of the local planner groups. I live in the Dallas area, and it's the second time I've attended one. The first time I did bring my daughter, who is fairly young, and I realized not that anybody was unwelcoming, everybody was fantastic, but that, I probably would have gotten to be a little bit more social without having a 10-year-old at the time sitting there with me. So I guess maybe she was 11 at the time, neither here nor there. So I went without her this last time, and I had a blast. Everyone was so sweet and accepting and seemed to be able to relate very easily to the fact that I was a bit uncomfortable and shy. And I got to meet some amazing shop owners who were just, I can't even tell you. I'm actually going to be interviewing them for my blog, which you can find on my website, which I just started, so the content is lacking yet, but I'm going to interview the shop owners to kind of give an inside look and really find out what it's like to own a shop, like what kind of hours we're talking about. And I mean, not like a vlog where you go through and you spend the day in a sticker shop, but I want to talk to them about what inspired them, how they get their artwork, how they do everything, to the point where they are comfortable sharing those things. I realize some of it may be trade secrets, but both of them were very accommodating. Oh, so on Tuesday, I did go through and find a doctor sticker from Sprouted Paper Co. to mark my father's doctor's appointment on Tuesday. Is it on Tuesday? Oh, wait. I hope I didn't do that. I think I changed that appointment. I don't know. Nope. It's on Tuesday. Oh, I'll have to double check my calendar. Man, I'm really glad I'm doing this voiceover. I may have made a mistake. Easily remedied, though. I'll just move things around. And then I go back and get another script sticker from Kenzie's Creations that says to do to put at the top. And moving on to Wednesday. So are you active in the planner community? obviously if you're watching this video, you have at least an interest in planner decorating and stickers and everything like that. But if you're someone who's been around for a while, what is it about the planner community that you resonate with? Like, what resonates with you, I should say, rather, are you also an introvert? I think that a lot of us use planning and planners to kind of subvert or circumvent anxiety. Like, it helps us to see our day and put everything in front of us, and in some ways even just writing it and getting it out of our heads is therapeutic, and it helps us manage the stress of a busy life. And I just kind of wonder if there's some kind of overarching psychological similarities between the personalities that are commonly found within the planner community. And one of the things that I really like that I've been seeing more and more of is acceptance of differences. That everybody in this community, while may share some kind of similarities, definitely have their own quirkiness or difference about their personality or where they come from, their background, whatever the case may be. And I love the fact that everybody can just get together and be themselves. And at least from where I sit so far, because I'm not in it deep, so to speak, everybody's just really nice. And that is so refreshing, because you don't see that a lot anymore. There's a lot of anonymity now, and because of social media and things. I'm not saying that I disagree with it. Obviously, look what I'm doing. But it's really, really refreshing to go out, to sit in a room with a bunch of strangers and suddenly feel like it's okay, that they're not so strange after all, and it's all right just to be yourself and speak your mind. Thank you for those of you who were in attendance that are watching. I appreciate it. And the online communities, the groups on Facebook, I had stepped away from Facebook for a long, long time, and I just recently became more active in it again. And I got to tell you that some of the online groups are specific for shops are fantastic. Like the Coffee Monsters Co. Oh my God, I love you guys. All of you. You're just so sweet and supportive and loving, and I want to hug all thousands of you, however many there are of us. Everybody is so kind, and I can't even tell you how much I appreciate you. And I know that if I'm having a rough day or having a bad moment, that if I hop onto Facebook to go to that group specifically, inevitably someone is going to make me feel good and smile. And then Tipsy Dog Designs, I just joined recently as well. And guys, I gotta tell you, this planner group is a trip. Okay, it is a bit edgy. Some of the content's a bit edgy, which I actually am really comfortable with. And by edgy, I just mean like sometimes they're a bit profane or crass, which I think is hilarious. But imagine planners, stickers, in a group with a whole bunch of people with similar likes, and you can talk about and post pictures about your pets. It's like two perfect worlds have collided and created this impossibly amazing place to visit called Tipsy Dog Designs. It's so much fun. The ladies in there, and gentlemen too, I'm not sure yet. I don't think I've seen a gentleman yet in the group, but they are friggin' hilarious. You guys should definitely check out the shop, and very seriously, even if you don't go shop, just go in and check out Tipsy Dog Designs on Facebook, their group. So much fun. A warm, welcoming bunch of people that like to have a good time. Hilarious. But yeah, okay, so I'll stop ranting now about how warm and gushy and squishy feeling I am right now about the planner community. But I can't help it, I am. So now I'm marking that I need to remember to put the trash out with a little trash sticker from Happy Dia. That's also one that came as part of the kit. But I do not believe that's exclusive to the Happy Dia Happy Kit. I think that you can actually purchase that potentially a la carte. This week is so, it belies itself, or belies, it beguiles, because when you go and you put it down on paper in the way that it is, it looks like I have a really light week with not a whole lot to do. And I'm not saying that I'm super busy in comparison to some of the other people's schedules that I've seen by far, but Like here I'm marking, I'm going to film my plan with me on Thursday for the following week, but all throughout the week, because of the way that the physical therapy and occupational therapy and everything works for my dad, I can't put those things in until I meet with the person the session before, and we schedule. It seems like we schedule it every time thereafter, where there's not a lot of pre-planning that goes into it. It's just, what does your schedule have open? Oh, we can do this. What does yours have? And we figure out a time in a day. So, and my to-dos, unless it's super important that it gets done on a very specific day, I don't add them until Sunday night. Unless it's something that I know that I have to do. Like there's a time window where I have to have it done on Wednesday before noon kind of thing. Or at least, within this window of time. So yeah, this was a long plan with me, guys. I apologize. As I get more and more used to it, because I don't know if you watched the previous video, my very first plan with me, my A6, I've never used dailies until this will be my second week using a daily. So I'm still getting into the groove, trying to find my own style and my own way, my own function, even functional planning in the daily pages. But I really, really like them a lot more than I thought I would. I've been avoiding daily pages for years. Oh, excuse me. I never thought that I had enough to fill them up. That I would suffer from, feeling like there was just too much space left over. But like, as an example, before the voiceover this evening, I sat down to write in my gratitude on my daily page for the day, and I ended up having to squish it in the corner of the page because as the day had progressed and things had gone on, I had run out of space. I didn't have the entire bottom box like I would have had in the beginning of the spread itself. So I may end up having days where the daily gratitude will only exist in my Hobonichi weeks, just because I don't have room for them necessarily in the dailies all the time. Although in 2020 I will be adding some other stuff to it. I will be doing a video on my 2020, or the plans for my 2020 setup, here in the next few weeks. So I add another sticker from Happy Daya. It's a little mossy guy singing with the squirrel, I guess. I don't know. I used it to mark that my daughter has a choir-related function. And then that little guy in the bottom right-hand corner of the Friday page that says Finally, he is from Muchikichi. I don't know what I'm doing there. Apparently I'm confused about something or thinking about adding something. Oh, I was checking which date. So what you cannot see, it's kind of bleeding into the frame at this point. On the left-hand side of my desk are all of the remnants from my Hobonichi Weeks plan with me and what I'm going through and messing with now. Now, I learned a valuable lesson, as I learn basically every time I film and do this, is that I do need to be mindful of cleaning up in between if I'm going to do back-to-back plans with me, God help me. So I will try to be more organized in that way. Again, putting down another Kinsey's Creation to-do script. And we're hitting the weekend. Oh, yeah. I am so excited. Tomorrow I am going to go get my nails done for the first time in years. Like actually done, not just sticky on nails. I'm sorry, press-on nails. I don't know, what are they called now? They used to be press-on nails. Like, what was it? Lee Press-Ons was the brand when I was younger. I don't remember exactly. I do have some exciting things coming up for the channel. I will be doing my first collab with someone in December. I will announce more details about that as things progress. I even know what kit we're going to be using. I'm super excited. I might have purchased it. I might have purchased way too much again. I'm going to get in trouble. But it will be okay. So here I just used a plain full box, and then I added this script from Tipsy Dog Designs that says it's the freaking weekend. And I go in and I grab a little mushroom deco sticker from the deco sheet from the Happy Scrappy kit. I don't know why I chose a mushroom. Oh no, I remember now. I chose that little mushroom because I specifically, out of everything on the sheet, liked his facial expression the most. So, yeah. So, is Thanksgiving, for my American viewers, is Thanksgiving one of your favorite holidays? Do you like it because of the food, because of your traditions in your family? If you like it, why so? I enjoy Thanksgiving because it's just an excuse to eat whatever the hell we want. Not that you should do that if you're trying to lose weight or be healthy, but yeah, I'm not a real big fan of the food. I'm not. I mean, I like it. It's okay, but it's not like anything crazy awesome. So I can, take it or leave it. As far as the thankful stuff and all of that, I think that should be an all year round thing. I don't think that should just be once a year on this day, I'm going to be thankful for something. That little blue planner sticker there is from the Happy Die a Happy Kit deco sheet. So, and now we are on to Sunday. Dun dun dun. Which is probably good because I might take a nap before this is all over. Man, guys, should tell this girl to hurry up, yeah? Alright, put down a header. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch more Exo Mama plans because I'm definitely nowhere near her beautiful spreads. I'll get there. I'll get there. I may actually change up the insert that I'm using after November. For December, I may use a different layout insert. This insert's from Annie Plans Printable, and I'll be using one of her inserts again, but I may just use something that's a bit different configuration. Oh man, so sleepy. Well, it's finally getting cold here in Dallas. Cold is relative to what your normal temperatures are. I realize that in other parts of the world, cold is below zero. Here, cold is 40 degrees. It's cold. It does get colder than that here, but not usually for very long. I did add a 20-sided die, a D20 from Jalen Paper Co. By the way, Jalen Paper Co., if you're watching this, it is one of the reasons I looked at your shop is because we share the same name. And now I'm just going back in and using a permanent 0.01 pen to write on the stickers on the places that I need to because my regular pen would smear, which is not okie dokie. And I'm pretty certain I put that doctor's appointment on the wrong spot. I'll have to go back and look. You'll see it if I did on Instagram. I'll post pictures of this throughout the week. That's another thing, guys. If you are an Instagram person, go ahead and follow me. I love getting to see other people's spreads and things like that. I should let you know that my Instagram, for the most part, is just for planning. I don't do a lot of personal stuff or science stuff on my Instagram. Here, I realized that I wrote down film for the plan with me when I was supposed to actually write down post or upload plan with me. So given that it's on a sticker, I was like, oh man, what do I do? So I made the decision that I would just make it look intentional and put post underneath the film. Yeah, guys, I love my Pensions pen. I use it for everything. I actually just got a new one. I'll have another haul video up here soon, I hope. Just waiting on a couple of more orders to get in. And I need to hurry up because I want to play with my stuff. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and hand you over to Past Jess, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks, future Jess. Alright, let's have a final flip through in my TN. As the week progresses, these things will get filled in more. I'm fairly pleased with how everything turned out. I haven't done any spreads yet that I've been super excited about. Probably the closest that I've come to is my Hobonichi Weeks, which is for this same week, but it's my everyday carry. So that will be posted alongside with this one. If you're interested, you should check it out. I do like all the shiny. And that's it. If you liked the video, please go ahead and hit the like button below and subscribe to see more videos. If you turn on the notifications, it will notify you every time I post something new. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy planning. Peace.